and how to get data, how to interpret a binary sequence or binary series of data to perceive as a signal or data form. When it can be called as a signal, where the time constraints are there for a representation of each binary bits, then that can be called as a signal. Otherwise, we can refer that thing as a data. Data in the sense may not have much timing constraints. Even if there is any delay on your representation, still it is acceptable. Afterwards, we started our discussion on what is the meaning of networking, especially as per the chapter of our textbook. The concept is being explained. In the previous session, we discussed about how the institutional network is working from each computer, how it got connected, what is the meaning of hub, switch, and router. These points we discussed. Before going for the next slide, just one question from to all of you. What is the difference between hub and switch? Anybody? Hub and switch.
Sir, hub works like in a physical layer, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, and
sir,
Switch.
which has both physical layer and MAC layer, sir.
MAC layer. Oh, good. So what is the difference? Why we need that two layers? I was talking about some.
Which has access to particular of where, but in hub we can access all the ports at the same time.
Yeah, good. So all of you have recollected the point which we have discussed in the last. This is the fundamental. Finally, that's the essence which we supposed to take at the end of this discussion of that part. So what about something special in the router? Anyone? Router.
sir, it is used to date. It is used to route internet to multiple devices, sir, from one ISP.
Fundamentally, what facility is there in the router?
IP address.
Yes, IP address. Good. So that means it has the one more layer. It's called a network layer. So if we understood this, no, the hardware switching elements. These are all acting as the switching elements. So all these concepts can be easily correlated. Yeah. So with that intro, we started based on that devices. So we discussed about in our institution network, how all the computers got connected through wired medium, wireless medium, and what is the meaning of a server concept in our ICTS head, which is located in the main building. From that server, how everything is got connected. From that server to the outside the world, what is the connectivity? Then I gave some demo of how to measure check the IP address of our local system. If we access through our college network, then that IP address will be different. All are called static IP address. So that static IP address, for that, we have to pay for that. So institution will be given with a static IP. Like that, everyone can get it. For that, we have to pay per month, like 3,000, 5,000, something like that. And this is one network which we discussed, and another network also which we used to do in our home. It's called a home network. So the network provision is coming to the home via service provider. inside a home, we may be having a device which is named as a router cum modem. Modem means it will receive the data, modulator and demodulator, and combined with a Wi-Fi hotspot facility. It's called a routing element, which will connect with all the devices wirelessly. So the concept of in this course, how we can do a networking, connect multiple devices, what all the protocols are there. Protocols is nothing but rules and regulations. How to do a connection between all those. So this course is all about that, the computer networks. But if you take any one of the sub-modules over here, communication between one hotspot to this one, for that the separate courses are available. The subject which you are studying, the digital communication, which has a very important role over there. So without all those, these hardwares and all the facilities it is not at all possible to realize that. But if you see its application perspective, as an end user perspective, if you see, we need not to have a base knowledge about what the device is. If you connect it simply, then it will work. But if you want to establish something new, we must be aware of certain technical provisions. Which device can be ordered to establish the new communication network, either at a home, at an office, or somewhere. For that, we need to have some foundations. So at least for that level, we have to have some idea. So what is a standard? 802.11, it's a Wi-Fi standard. In this Wi-Fi standard, currently, which is suitable. At present at home, we are having some Wi-Fi devices. Now currently available smart TVs are having a Wi-Fi facility. If that TV has some features of both 2.4 and 5.4 gigahertz, have you noticed that? Anybody, just to come to know, at your home, you may be having a smart TV, and you may be having a network connection through fiber optic, OFC cables, and you may have a router. At your home, how many of you are having routers which has 4 antennas? Please raise your hands. You can raise your hands on the through MS Teams. How many of you are having 4 antennas on the router at home? Yes, please. Only 2. Only 2. Yeah. Only 2. Okay. How many of you are having 2 antennas at home? In your router, 2 antennas you are saying that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Almost around 10-15 members are there. Good. Thank you. How many of you are having a smart TV at your home? Smart TV, which has the Wi-Fi facility and all those. Only almost now. Okay, 20. Around 20 members are there. At home, you are having a smart TV. Okay. So, which particular networking facility you are using for connecting the smart TV with the TV? Anyone?
JioFiber.
JioFiber. Oh, JioFiber is directly connected to the television, which has a modem.
Yes, sir.
You need not to have any set-top box. Is it that?
We have set-top box also, sir.
Okay, they themselves they gave.
They provide, yeah.
Yes. Okay. In our region, we haven't received any JioFiber related things. Anyhow, it's good. So JioFiber, the set-top box is there, and home network how you are connecting. So the TV also you are connecting directly with the set-top box, is it?
Yes, sir.
It's like a cable television. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, good. But in some, except the Jio, because the Jio has that provision, they are making a separate set-top box. Through that, we can get the internet connectivity. Actually, which is providing the television channel through the data communication part. Good. So, but in some times we may get a fiber connectivity that may be located in some other room, but the TV may be available in some other hall. If you want to connect both, which terminologies or technology can be used for that? Anybody?
Wi-Fi, sir.
Wi-Fi. Do you have any idea about what type of a standard of the Wi-Fi? 802.11. I think I told about this in the last class. Anybody? Yeah, 802.11 B/G/N. These are all the different standards. So those who are having a 4 antennas at home, so all these things are is connected for the standard specification. 4 antennas at home. You can check the specification of that model. That maybe belongs to 802.11 AC. If you have noticed that 802.11 AC, that means the incoming data which is coming through a fiber, which can be propagated at a local home, using a wireless medium, in 2 different frequencies. One is called carrier frequency 2.4 gigahertz, another one is called 5.4 gigahertz. So bandwidth for the 2.4 gigahertz is relatively low. The bandwidth for the 5.4 gigahertz is relatively higher. Especially if your smart TV if the smart TV also has the same 802.11 AC, then you are lucky. Why I am saying is that if anybody having any plan of purchasing any smart TV hereafter, please ensure you are having if you are having 802.11 AC Wi-Fi router. If your TV also has a 802.11 AC model, then both can communicate at a 5.4 gigahertz, especially for a 4K HD television for a video streaming and all. No, this 5.4 gigahertz will be relatively good. So now, before purchasing a TV, before purchasing any router, we must be aware of all these things. So then only we will we can purchase a model of a TV which has all the facilities. So that must be the difference between the normal person who is working on the technical, because all you people only can understand all this. At home we cannot expect the people may be knowing about. So we can tell to the others about this one. So like this, many small day-to-day life protocols, what is to be done, which one can be purchased. At home we may be having for example, these are certain things in is being followed in a different some of our friends' homes and all those. Yeah, so with this I will stop for this part. So this is at a home network. So when you go for the wireless network, this one, so the cellular communication, so there are different standards are there. We are calling that as a 2G, 3G, 4G, all those. So through the cellular network, the standard are different, but the communication of data from mobile phone to through the cell phone tower, reaching to the internet service provider, all the concept is same, but only the geographical location and the environment, the scene is different. Here is a mobile network scene, here is a home network scene, here the institutional network. but still the mobility is there in a majority of the place. So the mobile network has a very important role. The main challenge, especially in the mobile network here, to study about this course. So there are separate courses, wireless and cellular communication courses available. So that will discuss about difference between 2G, 3G, 4G, why it is needed, what type of modulation scheme, what you are going to study in the digital communication concept, which one can be suitable for what type of module and all those. So as a communication engineers, we must be aware of what the technology currently is available in our pocket. We are using all those, but we must be aware. Yes, in my pocket I am having some mobile phone, a mobile phone which has the model of 802.11 AC. If that is the case, by using this mobile phone, I can do both broadcasting, like normal and HD broadcasting is also possible. So when we purchase that also we can think on. Even mobile phone also has this facility. So connect all those things. You please ask questions on why, how, which standard, why, what is the need of all those things. So this course will give you. I will try my level best to connect all the theory connected with our day-to-day life devices which we use it. Okay. So this is the thing which we discussed in the previous, and we'll move to the next part. Yes. So internet we discussed. So what are the protocols actually is being used? Internet, network of networks. Interconnected means interconnected ISPs. One service provider. There is another service provider connecting a service provider to the service providers. What are the protocols being used? TCP/IP, from our computer to the outside. If you want to connect to the outside, from your computer to the external. So we need a TCP/IP. That's called a IP address. For transmission control protocol, it's a transport layer of the OSI layer. IP, Internet Protocol, which is a part of the networking protocol. So combination of that, TCP/IP, HTTP in application layer will be used. Skype 802.11, which already I have explained. So some of the internet standard keywords, RFC, request for comments, and IETF, Internet Engineering Task Force. This team, they are responsible for launching the new standards, especially related to the internet, IETF. So what's a internet service view, which already I gave almost all the explanations. So what are the services actually is being provided? Web. So we can access the web services, web applications. There are applications because it's connected to the internet, no? Yeah. VoIP. What is that? VoIP, anybody?
Voice
over IP, Internet Protocol. So currently, all people are familiar with that. Some VoLTE. Have you noticed that? Volt. Voice over LTE. In normally, the LTE, it is meant for a data communication, for a internet connectivity. So what is the meaning of VoLTE? Using a data communication channel, we are going to transmit a voice also in that. That's the meaning of that. So in our 2G communication, the fundamental mobile phone, no, which we Nokia, very simple mobile phone. If you want to have a data connectivity, for a mobile phone, whenever we dial it, for a mobile phone, a separate channel will be there for making a call. For a data communication, there will be separate channel. Okay. So the standard facility available inside a mobile phone is too different in 2G. In 3G and 4G, In 3G also it's different. From the 4G where the LTE starts, long-term evolution. So in the wireless communication course, it will discuss about what does that mean of LTE, what is the 5G, what is something limitation in the 2G, 3G and all those things. Everything will be discussed over there. So that's called VoIP. And email, sending an email, and games and e-commerce and social networking, all those. Provides a programming interface to apps. Programming interface. We can write a code to access the data from the web. We can write our own application. Then we can host our own web server, like that. Yeah. So in Major, there are two, because it is connected with the component here. So we can see two applications in the computer, because all related to the computer engineering. Major two applications are there. One is called web application, web app. Another one is called standard application or in general application or standard application. So what is the difference between these two? Anybody? If you want to access your email, how many ways are we are accessing our email data, which is already available in some server? How many ways we are accessing? Anybody please? Yes, please. Is it
from Chrome or directly from an app?
From Google Chrome. Okay, that's one answer. Another answer? How are you checking? Downloading?
App, email from Play
Store. Email app. Yeah, on our mobile phone. Okay, then. Okay, these two we can take it here. So whenever you go for any software industry, we have to develop application in a two major fashion. One is that application based, it's a web-based application development. Another one is called a normal application development. Even if you go for a C++, Java or .NET framework, these two are Java and .NET are major language framework, which is helping to develop applications. Application in the sense, standard application like installing the software on the computer. For to do this, we may require separate module, right? We have to install the software on the application on the system. Earlier in banking, maybe you may be aware of, you may not be aware, when we go for a banking systems, people they may used to say the network problem, because of that we could not access because in that computer the software got corrupted. So afterwards what they made is web-based application. So even if the computer got application which is installed, if it is not working successfully, still through a web browser we can access the backend, the server. So major architecture is there in a computer level of architecture. One is called a client server. We will be discussing about that. Another one is called a peer-to-peer connection. Okay, peer-to-peer. So computer server, client and server. So connecting, if I am working here, I am a client. I want to access it to some server. So the client and server. So as a computer science, computer engineer, in that perspective, if you see, you must be in a position to develop an application by using any programming language either Java or .NET framework. These two are majorly used to create either application or web application. Okay, if it is a case of application, for that you have to create a client separately, server separately. The server must run in the server separately on the server system. The meaning of server is, anybody interpreted what do you mean by a server?
Sir, it is used to store big data, sir.
Please
In
repeat,
the
Mr.
network.
Ashwin.
Sir, it is used to store data in a network.
Yeah,
sir.
storing a data. Very good, very good. Storing a data. For that we may require a hard disk, no? If we are having a hard disk, then we can say, is it possible to call the hard disk as a server? Anybody?
No,
Yes,
I
please.
guess, sir. We have to do some processing, sir.
Some processing, yes. What is the processing to be done?
Like if user requires some programs to be run, that has to be done, sir.
Some programs to be run. Okay, what would be the fundamental operation that server has to do? Okay, so here we may require some more understanding that I will explain in a simple way. When we are entering into the hotel and going and sitting in one table, just will go and sit on table. What response you will get? Anybody? You just will go and sit on table. Immediately, what response you will get inside the hotel? Yes, please. Anyone?
Sir, what we like to have.
Yeah, we may see some menu list and all. That's fine. Somebody will come, no? Some person will come. Yes, and he will inquire. What is his name?
Waiters.
Waiter will be waiting, and some person will come and do a serving. His name is server. Do you agree with that, all of you? A person who is serving for you, his name is server. Actually, the person, when we are going and sitting on the table, immediately he will come and, yes sir, what do you want? He will ask. The meaning of that scene, just will imagine. He is always continuously watching on the table. Anybody is coming and sitting or not. Anybody is coming and sitting or not. That means 24/7, continuously he is looking on the table. He is watching. Whenever query comes, because query may come, the person may come to that table at any time, at least for a case of working hours or something. But he is continuously watching, listening. That's the meaning of a keyword. We can use the listening. So the program which I have told, on the server. So any web, either it may be a web application or anything. So majorly we will have a one client and one server. So the server must always, infinite times it has to run. Okay, it should be in a listening mode always. It must listen something. It must be in a listening mode. This is listening mode. Receive something, then immediately, first of all, it must be in a listening mode. Okay, first requirement. Second one, for what type of query, what is to be responded in what format, that also has to be decided. So when you go for industry, software industry, majorly you will be doing this type of work. Almost majority of the applications being developed, but my suggestion is that as a software engineer, what I feel is that don't go for from the starting onwards, don't go for a high level of programming environment. You start your programming environment from the scratch. You must have only the notepad. Type your code on it, how to compile that code, how to execute the code, how to convert into a executable, how to run a client, how to run the client, everything you must be aware by your own. So when you go for a higher level software, many tools are there, like IDE tool, Integrated Development Environment tool. When you go like that, no, many of the things, what is happening inside, we may not be aware at all. So go from the scratch. Okay, that's a suggestion. So one client, this is called a server. There is another client. A client may request to the server. For what request, what is to be responded, that a developer has to do. Okay, that is all these transaction will happen only in the application layer. Almost all the computer engineers, they are working on application layer. Then they may come down the transport layer, then the sessions layer, then they may come to the next lower level layer, network layer. So the network layer in general, they used to interact only for connection establishment and all those. So majorly they will focus on the application layer. So how to create a different applications, like email is one application, like lot of apps which we see in the Google Play Store and all, no? It's being developed by lot of developers. So the development of application, if you want to develop it in the mobile phone app, so for that Android Studio is there. All these things are open source. So we can download and we can develop our own app. So we used to give the students, for the students to develop the application by using either an Android based or some other software tools based like that. So what I want to convey here is that client server, client is separate, server is separate. A programmer, a developer must develop client program separately, server program separately. If the server is running in individual hardware, the server running means always, you keep this in mind, server is running in 24/7. Okay, here the service, no, global service provider, internet service provider, we are talking about internet service provider. The service is being provided continuously, means 24/7 that server program is running, which is ready to listen. For a listening certain type of parameter, it will start doing a response also. So two different ways. In our mobile phone, through a browser, also we can access our email. So that is called web application. Sometimes in our mobile phone, we are having a Gmail app. Application is installed in our computer. So that is called app-based service. So client server applications can be developed. When you go for industry, you mostly majorly this type of application is being developed. Web-based application, for that different programming tools are available. Web server. So server must run for web applications. That's called a web server. So if you want to run a mobile application based request, if anything, if anybody is sending, even when we access our email ID through Gmail app, which we have done installation, that's called through the application we are requesting. For that, there is a separate mail server will be there. That's called application server. So there are different types of servers. All these type of servers are there here in the ISP, Internet Service Provider, which is running continuously 24/7. When you go for any data centers, they used to have a separate 24/7 air conditioned and power supply 24/7. All facility will be there. There won't be any loss of the data. At any time, it should not go off like this. So that's a type of things are there. This is called a client server application. So this is a very fundamental module. But now the current trend is on the top of this. This is a very long before these ideas were there. Still, it is there in everywhere. But the current trend is on the distributed computing. Here, the data is being saved in one location. you may say that all your data is being saved here. But in a globally, when you visualize, for example, for a YouTube, Facebook data and all our data, which can be saved in a different locations. Say, for example, one video which is uploaded there, which has around 1 GB of file size. Do you think that all 1 GB data will be saved in one single location? No. The total 1 GB data will be divided into multiple chunks. Then it will be distributed in all over the world, different locations. From where which person is asking, which particular data, which is very closer to that, which data is available on that particular area, that will be given like this. Okay, that is called the distributed computing. So it is connected with something is called a big data analytics. Big data, the huge data. Nowadays things are becoming a big data part. 1 GB, 2 GB, 10 GB, 1 TB of data has to be communicated from one location to another location. How to establish the client server connectivity? Okay, that's called a big data analytics. That is also. So I handled for this course for big data analytics for the MTech students in the last semester. So currently they have done the work for many projects on this big data analytics. So there is a tool, it's called a Hadoop. So why I am saying all these points, at least you must hear all those points. Then whenever time permits, you can start exploring on that. The keyword is called Hadoop. Hadoop. Many books are available in our college repository, which I have mentioned. You can start exploring because your core is also on programming also. So computer and communication engineering. So those who have shown interest on being a very good programmer in industry, you can start exploring on the Hadoop part. If any things are needed related to that, what to do, how to do, when, how, all those things, I am ready for giving some support for proceeding on the Hadoop environment. Yeah, so that can be in a parallel track which anybody wants to do that. So this is the overview of how the data can be accessed from one point to the another point, how to establish the client, how to establish the server, what is the meaning of application server, web application server. So especially for the case of web application, all the transactions will happen through one particular protocol, which is named as what? HTTP, Hypertext Protocol. So whenever I type something here, I will show you one. How many of you are aware of programming language is called HTML? Anybody, have you studied any course on HTML up to now? Hello, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, have you come across any programming language is HTML as of now?
Sir, in school, basic level we have taught.
Okay.
No, sir.
Okay, it is a good time. Please don't expect that it has to come in the curriculum or some other, it may be. So my suggestion to all of you is that now you are in the third year, 50% of your engineering course is over. By this time, you must be aware of how to develop a small program or application by your own. By using either in Android based or Java based or .NET based, you choose any one of the platform. And very important point which I want to tell, because it's coming in a flow, I will complete, otherwise I may forget. For example, so are you aware of the tool, the alumni tools, Alma Connect? Anybody knows about it? Alma
Yes.
Connect. Yes, ma'am. Okay. How many of you are not aware of this Alma Connect? Please raise your hands. Not aware. So if you don't have any idea, I will tell some important information on that. So everyone, you will get a benefit of that. So many of your seniors, you can contact directly those who are working in a top level in industry and all those. Please let me know in the forthcoming sessions. I will show you some, I think you need not to have much worry on that. There is a website is called Alma Connect. Shall I talk about that for a minute or two here?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I will skip to the screen. Just a minute, please hold on. So all these things actually we must be, by this time I think it's a good time. Now I am sharing the screen here, please hold on. Why I am telling this one, people those who are really interested to join in any top level industries. So before going for that, you can start doing a survey. Who are all the members are working there in different locations in the industry, whom to contact, what input you can get it. So if you type it, if you join as a member here, you will get a lot update. I will tell you, Alma Connect Amrita. Amrita.almaconnect.com. If you join here, there is a provision to log into this. Amrita.almaconnect.com. If you connect this, okay, you can log in to this account. My preference, what I will suggest is that you log in through either Google or Facebook or LinkedIn, anything. It will be good. Okay. Because if you make any update on Facebook about your profile, yes, I'm going from this company to the next company, that one, the professional things will be there in LinkedIn. That will get reflected over here directly. You need not to come and do all the updation manually. If you do changes in one location, that will get reflected in everywhere. So this framework actually is working like that. Just a minute. So I'm having my own account. Oh, now they have incorporated OTP also. Just a minute. Please hold on. Okay. So as of now, I didn't get. Okay. I'm not getting some OTP. I think I didn't connect with my mobile number over here. Okay, I will give a summary. If things are ready, then I will come with so proper login over here. After login here, no. So around more than 10 to 15,000 your seniors are there in this network. Okay, by still I didn't get. So by logging in, you can go and search batch wise who are all the members are there, which campus, Bangalore campus, Chennai campus, not Chennai, yeah, Coimbatore campus, Amritapuri, medical, engineering, all domain peoples are there. It's under the university, anyone can join. You have to give your detail about roll number and all those. After joining there, you can search company name wise. For example, the next within 2 years, you want to get an internship, you want to get your appointment in the Microsoft or Cisco or the top level industry, assume. Instead of having an idea on our own, you can interact with the senior, those who are working in that industry. That contact details, email ID, everything you will get through the this one, and that's one benefit. And you can interact by sending a request in a proper way, not in a. It should be in a professional way. And when you are getting after joining there, some of the companies, they may send a request of getting employment to the company. They won't give because they may require around 10 members, 15 members, like that minimum size. They will pass a message to the existing employees. It's called a referral. That referral information also they will put over here. By seeing this, you will get a good connection with your seniors. And there is another provision. If you are having already association with that seniors, through this portal, you can send a request. That reference can be accepted by this particular person. Chances of getting getting that particular job in that particular company is very, very easy. So this is the way how the IITs and NITs are working. Okay, if anybody is coming from any location in the world, that someone will be receiving at the all over the world. So for that, we need to have a good networking of a computer network. Not only the computer networks, the human network also is very important. Try to utilize this one. And another important point which I want to say, there is a Google map, something like that. If you want to go for some country, say, you want to join in some higher studies, some university, especially for computer programming, is CMU, Carnegie Mellon University, or MIT, Stanford University, or any other top universities, the University of Texas, Austin, many things are there. If you go by Google search, there inside the portal, you can see how many members are currently there located in that particular area. That also you can see. By clicking, there will be one small circle, 25. If you click that 25, that many 25 members are there located in that point. Maybe currently located, or they might have crossed that particular university for their profession. All these things you will get it. Within a short span of time, you will be in a position to collect good decision making for your higher studies or going for a good profession and all those things. Please make use of this network at the maximum. So because of not having a proper guidelines to the level of industry, we may be lagging in something. So here in academic science, as in the institute, what we are doing is, we are creating a strong foundation on that. So on the strong knowledge base and the vision about all the courses, knowledge of engineering, that is being given. But when you want to be in an industry, what is currently needed? So you can get the input from them by having a proper networking with the seniors. So the seniors, they will respond. That response you will get how you are asking questions, how you have written about yourself, what work you have done. Based on that only they will judge you. It should not be like in the friendly talk with them. That's the one point which I want to emphasize. So this is all about for Alma Connect. Hope that will be helpful. Please explore that. So I'm sorry. So with this, within a minute, I will stop for our session. Why I was talking is that the point which we have discussed now, in each and every location which you are seeing here. Sorry, is the screen is visible to everyone? Yeah. Whatever things which you see, no, here, computer programming knowledge base is there, is required. Communication concept requirement is also there. The different industry, how good you are in which proficiency, you have to develop your skill first. So, what are the tools you must be aware? By this time of second year, you must have a good programming skill, and at least in a C, C++, Java, if anything is given, no, you must be in a position to develop your own. Okay, I am talking about in keeping in mind that the current scenarios perspective, that much resources are available. But at the same time, that much amount of distraction is also there for us. That's a challenge for you all. So be focused on what you want to gain. So 25 years before, we used to travel to learn certain things for every day, 40 kilometers to reach to the Coimbatore city. From there, going back to the at the final year, I'm talking about for some type of courses. So that only helped me a lot even for today, which is helping me a lot to talk about certain things. Even though my core is on computer science engineering, ECE, electronics and communication engineering, because of the things which my seniors guided me, programming is very important. Please don't go away from that. My brother, he is working in industry software. He used to tell that. So try to be always in parallel with your core with programming. Everywhere, that is only is helping me now. So you must be strong on any one of this. Things are available. If anything is related, if you want any help related to what to do, how to do, and all those, if anybody has any directional input, if required, please let me know. I'm here. To my knowledge, whatever things I'm having to my level of understanding and experience, I will share with you. So finally, all our students must get a final benefit of that. Yeah. So this networking is there in our world. So we are living inside this. So this course actually is highly correlated with your industrial requirement. We will proceed to the next level of protocol, how it works and all those. Hereafter will be in a procedural way of learning. Okay. But before going into this now, we must have the context in our mind. Okay. Keeping in mind that as a context, when you start seeing the perception of this one, I think I told about a Newton's story. Have I mentioned about this one in the previous session? Gravitational force, Newton or something? Was it discussed? Lakshman, Aditya? Hello?
Yes, sir, you mentioned.
Yes, yeah. So the perception is very important. Yeah. So with this, I will stop for today's session. Please hold on for a moment, then I will give you the attendance link. So everyone can give your attendance here. Do you have any doubts up to now what we have discussed? Please let me know. Meanwhile, I will generate the attendance form.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, ma'am, please.
Yesterday, you actually gave out a website for downloading books online. Vidya.etumade.net.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
That
yes.
is not actually working.
Not working, huh?
Yes, sir. That web address redirects to something else.
No, actually, I have shown the demonstration on yesterday.
Yes, sir. I tried it with different browsers and with VPN now, but it did not work.
No. You actually you must log into a VPN through our
Yes, sir. I
college gateway.
used with VPN also.
If anybody, any other students have tried the same thing? Are you facing the problem? Anybody?
Yeah, it's the same, sir. It will go on some sketchy ads, articles like that. It doesn't go to the site.
Is it so? Just a minute.
Yes,
Please
sir.
hold on. Please hold on. I will come back to that. So meanwhile, all of you can give your attendance also. I will share the link now. Please check your chat box. So I'm stopping recording. So who is the class representative here?
Divya.
Yes, yes, Divya. Yes, Divya, and you can get one more person's help also. I need some help related to the maintaining all this recorded video. Yes, ma'am. I hope I told about earlier.
What should we do,
Yeah.
sir?
Yeah. You do one thing. So please download all these lecture videos which we are recording now for this session. You can download it and you can upload it. You just create a separate Google Drive, especially for our class. You can upload all this content into that. Is that okay?
Oh, okay, sir.
You need not to do by your own. You can distribute the work to the others also.
Should it be a separate Google account or just use my account in OneDrive?
Your account also you can use it, but the problem
limit
limit won't be sufficient. If you create a new account, sometimes with the name of a course, computer networks or something, if you put it in our Google network, it will have a common database. So that can be accessed by anyone from our class, if possible. Yes,
sir, do you need it too, sir?
Which one, ma'am?
The recordings.
Yeah, I need that at the end. That's why I'm
okay,
asking.
sir.
So actually, officially, we have to do that. The problem here is that we are not located in a one single point. Some days I'm coming for a college, some days I'm going out to some other location. There I may get a net connectivity, not to that level. I cannot sit for a period continuously in a same location. If I start making a downloading in some location, I cannot do that because earlier semesters I faced the problem. So then I decided, okay, the previous semester batch of students, I requested them to, they made a download and they used to, at the end of the semester, day wise, say class 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. All the recorded, the link they will share to me. That can be shared for all our classmates also. Because in this stream website, which will be the MS Teams, it will be available only for 10 days to 15 days. After that, we cannot access that. Is that okay, Ms. Divya?
Could we upload it to YouTube, sir, in private, unlisted?
We can upload it, that's fine. But for uploading into YouTube also, it will take your any one email account only. Hope you understood.
Yes, sir. We already have a YouTube account for our class, which we use it for our reference for the recording lectures.
Okay.
So,
okay.
We'll create a playlist for your class and upload it.
Yeah, that also can be done. But if you want to send the content into, will it be private or?
Private, sir, and we'll enable the downloadable option. So if in case you need it.
Yeah, that is also possible. But when it goes for the public network now, like that, there is some
It
issue there.
won't come.
Yeah, normally when you
Unless
upload. Yes, yes.
Unless you have the link, you can't, sir. It won't come up in search also. So
Okay, we will think
because
on
it's
that.
unlimited memories. Okay, sir.
Oh, is it so? In a YouTube, you need not to have unlimited. I think there is some restrictions also, I think.
I don't know, sir.
No, sir,
Karthik
YouTube is
knows better.
unlimited.
Yes, ma'am?
YouTube is unlimited, sir. You can upload how many ever videos you need.
Okay. Then that is also fine, but many of the because what I was feeling is that when it comes to the YouTube level now, there must be a professional way of recording and all. But here we do interaction and many things will be there. If you feel okay, then it's fine. Yeah.
No one is going to see except us, sir. So
Oh, are you
because
sure
it
that?
won't come up in search also. It won't come up in search unless we share the link to somebody. Only then they can see it.
Then that's a good idea. Not a problem. Yeah.
Okay.
So if you upload there and you can create a playlist over there, then everybody can access that. And you can put your own schedule like that also. For first 5 classes, this set of students can give attendance, so they can upload. Like in some way or other, you can handle that.
Okay, sir.
But you take a lead of that. You and the other team classmates. Is that okay, Divya?
Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Oh, sure. Thank you. You can share that link to me also. Then I can have the official, I can use that for a purpose.
Okay, sir.
Good. Thank you. And hope, the attendance link came. Now you were asking about the intranet website. Please hold on. I will share the link here. I will let you know what's the problem here. So is the screen is visible here to all of you?
Yes.
Yeah, just a minute. Global. Have you accessed global VPN? Which IP address you have selected for that? Yes, ma'am. May I know who is speaking? Somebody was asking some doubt, no?